Hey guys, Kim here of YugaTech, and back in March, OPPO released the F7. It was a premium mid-range smartphone that had a competitive price at the time, so we didn't really expect them to release a new phone anytime soon. But as you guys know these days, there is so much competition in the mid-range market, so OPPO couldn't really stand still. They really had to make their move, which is why we now have the F9 5 months later. Let's see how it stacks up against the rest in our full review. The F9's new look is very much because of its water drop notch here up top, which OPPO has put heavy emphasis in their marketing. It's a lot smaller than other phone notches out there and only houses a front camera and a tiny earpiece. I guess we can call this the essential phone approach. Also, turning the device over, we have a much prettier backside than the F7's. It has this nice glossy finish with this gradient effect that I think looks really cool. It's glossy with a glass-like material, but it isn't actual glass. Looking at it from different angles, you get to see the elegant petal-shaped pattern that you get with the sunrise red and twilight blue colors. With a sari purple, you get the twinkling star effect, hence the name, which is also super nice. At the back, we have the dual cameras in a neat chrome frame, LED flash fingerprint scanner, and the OPPO logo in the middle. On the left, we have the volume buttons and SIM card tray that can hold 2 nano SIMs and a micro SD card. We always love to see the setup in phones. On the right, we have the power button. And finally, down at the bottom, we have the loudspeaker, main microphone, 3.5mm audio jack, and micro USB port. Oh well, maybe we'll get the Type-C next time, guys. In the hands, the F9 does not disappoint. It's solid and feels very premium. The glossy curved frame is smooth but easy to grip, and the buttons are in good places. They're nice and clicky but firm and quiet. The screen is quite big at 6.3 inches, so you'll probably need 2 hands to get around. Well, for me at least. It has a 19.5 by 9 aspect ratio and a resolution of 2340 by 1080. But what's most impressive is its 90.8 screen to body ratio, thanks to the tiny water drop notch. To put this into perspective for you, the Find X screen to body ratio is 93.8%. As for viewing experience, the screen has rich colors, good viewing angles, and it's bright enough for outdoors. When running certain apps and games or watching videos, the content on screen extends past the notch by default, but you can easily disable that if you want. Just find Notch Area Display Control in the settings. Now for the UI itself, it's similar to the one in the Find X. This is the ColorOS 5.2 based on Android 8.1 Oreo. It's got colorful icons and some pretty cool stock wallpapers. It's simple to navigate, though there's no built-in app drawer. But you do get a feature called Smart Sidebar, where you can keep certain apps and tools for easy access. They can be used in floating windows, which means you can watch a video while replying to messages, for example. It takes some inspiration from certain other phones with its assistive ball, where you can do things like go back, go home, take a screenshot, enter one-hand mode, and more. For security, we have the fingerprint scanner and face unlock available. Both are great choices. Setup is quite easy, and no matter which one you prefer, both of them are fast and responsive. So the face unlock uses a front camera, of course, and since this is an OPPO device, we really need to talk about the cameras. At the back, we have a dual setup now with a 16 megapixel sensor accompanied by a 2 megapixel depth sensor. For selfies, we still get a 25 megapixel sensor, same as the F7. The camera software comes with typical features like HDR, time-lapse, slow-mo, panorama, and manual mode. The portrait mode has the same 3D lighting effects that we have on the Find X. And we also have AR stickers for some fun time with your friends. And as always, we have OPPO's AI beauty technology. This is now version 2.1, and it uses a 3D analysis of your face, and it essentially smoothens it and adds post-processing that is appropriate for you. Now for overall image quality, it's pretty good. It's definitely not on the same level as a Find X, but it's pretty much what we expect from a mid-range device, especially from OPPO. The AI scene recognition works well and is able to quickly identify scenes like food, landscapes, people, and pet. The photos from both the front and rear cameras are sharp with rich colors, pretty good skin tones, and decent contrast. Bright conditions are always gonna be the best, but it can handle dim conditions like if you're indoors, for example. But when we get to really low light situations, details are lost and noise takes over the whole image. For videos, the F9 can shoot up to a maximum resolution of 1080p at 30 FPS. You can activate the AI Beauty feature, though only at 720p. Same goes for 120 FPS slow motion. Video quality is usable, but isn't as good as the photos. Colors aren't spot on, and small details are washed out. It has electronic image stabilization, so shots are pretty stable. But autofocus struggles to get a lock sometimes, resulting in jittery video. Alright, so let's talk performance now. Under the hood, we have the MediaTek Helio P60 chipset, the same as the F7. However, we did get 6GB of RAM this time, so performance should improve a little bit. And it does. Performance is great for a mid-range device. Getting around the phone is smooth, apps launch fast, and multitasking is no issue. When it comes to gaming, apps like PUBG Mobile, Mobile Legends, and Asphalt 9 can be played with high graphic settings. There are some frame drops here and there, especially in busy scenes, but those don't make the games unplayable. The phone does warm up near the upper back during games, but not warm enough to be uncomfortable. It scored decently well in our synthetic benchmark tests, even getting 138,000 points in Antutu. When it comes to power, the F9 has quite a bit of improvement over its predecessor. Aside from the water drop notch, OPPO also heavily marketed the VOOC flash charging support, which they said could get you 2 hours of talk time with a 5-minute charge. So the battery itself has a capacity of 3,500 mAh, and well, how long it lasts will vary depending on how you use the phone. So far, we get around 11 to 12 hours after a whole day of heavy social media use, taking photos moderately, and gaming every now and then. The PC Mark battery test rates it at 10 hours and 19 minutes, while our video loop test got us 14 hours and 32 minutes of playback. These results are actually lower than what the F7 got, but OPPO is saying that this is because of the improved screen. Charging actually takes quite a long time, contrary to all the marketing. Getting from 0 to 100% takes about 2 hours. Alright, so to wrap this up, the F9 feels more like a slightly refined F7 than a true successor. But the new improvements really do make a nice change. The new water drop display, the pretty design, 6GB of RAM, new OS, dual rear cameras, and bigger battery are all welcome improvements. However, I guess the F9's biggest weakness is its price. It currently costs 17,990 pesos, which is exactly the same as the F7's launch SRP. So if you bought an F7 a few months back, it might be a bit disheartening, especially since this phone launched only 5 months later. And of course, the elephant in the room. There are other more attractive phones in the market in the same price range. Performance powerhouses like the Honor Play and Pocophone F1. So given this, it will take a true OPPO fan to pull the trigger here. So if that is you have the budget, then perhaps this is a phone for you. Alright, that's all for now, guys. What do you think about the OPPO F9? Be sure to leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to drop a like, subscribe to our channel for more videos like this, and don't forget to hit that bell icon to be notified every time we upload. Again, this is Kim of YugaTech, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!